Aloha fam, Crypto Chris here. Hope you're having a beautiful day and thank you for tuning into my channel. In the last video, we touched on the basics of what gives an NFT value, and today we're gonna go into common red flags and things to avoid. Now, if that sounds cool, please like, subscribe, and comment because there's a lot more information that I want to share with you as I create these videos. Now, some of these red flags may seem obvious, but unfortunately, I believe that 95% or more of the NFTs on the market today are eventually going to be worthless. Understanding common red flags is a great way for you to either not buy or to get out with as minimal loss as possible, as losses do come with the game. The NFT space moves fast, and this is my opinion as of 2022. These may change, but let's get into it. Red flags. Number one is an anonymous team. As I mentioned in the What Gives an NFT Value video, I think the most important piece to note is the team. A big red flag for me is a team that isn't doxxed and doesn't have any proof of credibility. Anonymous teams, they can take advantage of you and disappear without a trace, ultimately rugging the project. Unfortunately, rug pulls are a common theme in NFTs, and you must protect your ETH and investments in order to stay in the game. Another thing to note with the team is how they treat their community. If the founders show humility when they're wrong and spend a lot of time engaging with the community, this is usually a good sign. And if the team acts as though they're royalty and their investors are peasants, it's a big red flag. Now, I've seen projects and teams that will mute people or kick them out for asking simple and reasonable questions. The team is number one in my opinion. I always bet on teams. Number two is low engagement or having a large amount of Discord or Twitter followers in a short amount of time. Like I mentioned in the last video, it's very important for you to be aware about who is talking about them and who is following them. But not only that, you also need to pay attention to their engagement. I've seen projects that will come out of nowhere, little to no engagement, likes, comments, or retweets, which means these are artificial followers trying to trick you into believing that the product is more in demand than it actually is. Don't be fooled by bots, guys. Number three is high project mint price. The price point should always be affordable enough for anyone to get involved. The Bored Ape Yacht Club started off in May of 2021 and cost 0.08 ETH to mint, which is about $200. Another example is Pixelmon. This project launched a few weeks ago and was overhyped, overpriced, and the floor crashed immediately from 3 ETH down to this. Remember, expensive doesn't necessarily mean a good investment. Now, projects that are already established may be able to get away with a higher mint price, but it depends on a bunch of different variables, so be aware and always do your research. Number four is pure whitelist and new mint hype, as well as paid influencer marketing. Some projects will have most or all of their total collection exclusively available for people on the whitelist. Now, the whitelist allows you early access to the project, and in order to get on these whitelists sometimes, you have to do some crazy things that my friends and I like to call the Discord Olympics. This involves many hours of engagement, promotion, and sometimes ridiculous tasks like spamming or writing a novel about why you deserve to be on that list. This method could help a team gain a large following at the beginning organically, but sometimes the team ends up losing focus on building the brand, which in turn ends up watering down the project. Projects will sometimes use paid actors or influencers to promote their NFT. These actors and influencers are only looking out for their best interest. If you see a project with too much hype in a short amount of time on every single platform, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, whatever it may be, I'd recommend staying away from that project. If you're trying to make a quick flip, some of these plays may be the move, but it's not my style of trading as it's quite risky. Number five is a team that says, we are the next BAYC, or compares themselves to another brand. Now, in my experience, since I joined the BAYC ecosystem as a mutant in September, I've seen projects that will come out of the gate and say, we are the next BAYC. Now, this statement alone may be viewed as optimistic, but often I find it to be a red flag. And the reason I say that is the BAYC ecosystem has produced about 800,000 Ethereum within the last 10 months since they launched in May of 2021. And saying we are the next BAYC is an oversell in my opinion. 6 is projects that artificially sweep their own floor. Sweeping is buying the cheapest NFTs from the floor or the cheapest ones available and multiple of them. Now, I've seen projects that will artificially sweep their own floor, claiming that it benefits their community. If you have 100,000 members within your Discord, why would you need to reduce the total amount of NFTs? Successful projects are trying to expand their ecosystem, not reduce their ecosystem. So this is a big red flag for me and immediately stops my consideration. Number 7 is project teams that constantly talk about the floor price. Again, the floor is the cheapest NFT available. The floor is definitely an important piece, but if everyone is focused on the floor, then the project is more than likely to be doomed and most people will end up paper handing, meaning you lose. If you truly believe in a project, then dips are nothing more than a buying opportunity. Buy low, sell high. Number 8 is unrealistic roadmaps. Now, the roadmap used to highly influence my decisions. However, unfortunately, a lot of projects will overpromise and underdeliver or not even deliver at all. Ideas are worthless without execution. And to sum it all up, these are the key common red flags I look to avoid. Now, one of these red flags may not mean that the project is a rug pull or going to fail. However, if you see multiple of them, I would absolutely reconsider purchasing or minting that project. Again, always do your own research. This will help reduce your chances of being scammed. If you missed the last video, I put the link here explaining what gives an NFT value. And I'm interested to hear what common red flags you've observed, whether you're new to the space or been around a while. If you could, please share your thoughts down below. And please let me know if there's any major or minor red flags that maybe I missed. And if you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, and comment for more NFT content. In the next video, we'll cover some more important things to consider before buying that first NFT project. And I'll walk you through the steps on how to actually do it. I hope you're excited. Thank you so much. I'll see you on the next one.